Well, I am in Paw Paw, Michigan today, and this is Prospect Hill Cemetery. It's actually one of the oldest cemeteries in Van Buren County. It was established in 1825, and it makes it one of the oldest ones in southwest Michigan. And I'm just going to walk around here today and take a look at some of these old historic markers. It is a fascinating place, and I was doing a little research on this cemetery before I came here. And I just thought I would just do a little walking tour of this cemetery today. So come along and join me. Well, this is the Davy plot, and they've got a dog here on the corner. It's kind of cool. Smiths. Put this one over here. Consulus. So this is a very big cemetery. This is part of the older section. The hill is up there, what they call Prospect Hill, I guess. That's probably the older part. But, there's an amazing statue up the hill. We can take a look at that in a minute. Trying to get back on the road here. She died 1877, Mary Marshall. And Lottie, daughter, died April 1856. Sellex. Those are little bells etched in there. This is quite impressive. It's like two columns with a drape over it. And looking at this border, like this was all granite or marble, and it's kind of deteriorated over the years. Take a look at that. That is an impressive monument. You even have the rope etched into it. Wow. Something else. Hillsboro. M.E. Whalen. Here's the Prospect Hill Mausoleum. like they got a brand new door on it. Kent's. So I'm going up this little side road to go check out this plot that's way back here by itself on this roped off road. I never know what you're going to find when you go back on these things. And look at that. They're just probably trying to prevent cars from getting stuck back here. Way up there, there's some more headstones. Certainly some old ones back in here. 1876, 1845. (1881). Robert Hudson. Looks like it's missing the top. There's an interesting plot down here. (1920s). Little trail going off in the woods. Wow, this goes up on this little hill way out here. This is what you see in older cemeteries, all kinds of things. Now you have two headstones right here that have been knocked off or perhaps vandalized, or maybe they just fell off through deterioration. This one looks like it's had some vandalism. And then you have a plot way down here. I'm not going to go down there, but way on the lower level, almost near the creek. Chatwick died in 1925. Imagine the funeral service out here with this location. I can't read what these say. A lot of moss. This lady died in 1898. Charles Mash, 1882. Quite amazing. And look, all the way up there, there's a hill, and there's even monuments way up there. So I guess maybe I'll venture on up there in a minute and see what's up that way. But over there, there's an angel that I want to get close to and take a look at. So let's see where we go. Go up the hill, see what's up here. There's probably a road that goes up there. Look at this. It's beautiful. Just keeps going. I'll put the map of the cemetery up on the screen so you can see it has quite an unusual layout. Celine Thomas, No, Sally Thomas. 1870. Jeremiah Simmons. Wow. 1839, a reunited household. Zell Van Fossen, Mary Godding Van Fossen, buried 1839, Concord, Michigan. I don't know if that means she's not buried here. She's buried at Concord. Let's take a look at these here. Zell Van Fossen, 69, 1923, DDS, U of M. Van Fossen, U of M, 1958. These are 1872. Served at Fort Erie, 1812. Wow. That's a piece of history. And that trail continues on, and you see there's a few other headstones over here. I don't know if I want to go up the spooky trail though. But for all I know, there's more plots up that way. Let's go take a quick peek. What a hike. This is a very unusual cemetery. A little farther. If the mosquitoes get too bad, I'm gonna bail. So I don't see any more headstones. So I'll keep going back to the other part of the cemetery. But just look at this. Come down this little trail. And there's the Van Fossen plot. Let's see what we can find out about this person over here. They're buried all by themselves in this corner. Polly Engel. 1891. Alright, I'm going to head down the hill. This is one that I passed on the way over to that other one. See the dates on these. 1857. Wow. Is he actually buried here? Sidney Cox says he died. Might be a 9. That's probably 1897. It's a very old plot up here. Our tram. Died 1873. Once again, more vandalism, or I hate to call it vandalism because I don't know for sure, but it sure looks that way. Sometimes they just break through deterioration, but somebody has definitely gone up here and twisted this one. (1872). This guy died 1874. Charlotte died 1874. Wow, look at this one. It says, "Speak softly, tread lightly, she's sleeping." we will just depart and let her sleep. Some steps down here. There's another marker up there on that hill. Another one over here. Amazing. Beautiful view. Well, I'm here at Prospect Hill Cemetery in Paw Paw, Michigan. I've been exploring, just walking around, more or less just looking at headstones and that sort of thing. I don't have a lot of stories researched for this, but I just wanted to show you this cemetery because it's one of the oldest in Southwest Michigan. It was founded in 1825. It's probably the oldest one in Van Buren County. And as you can see, it bears up to its name. There are all kinds of hills here. Right up here on this hill up here, there's a family plot, and I just came down from up there. So it's a beautiful old historic cemetery. This is a very interesting one. Avery. Wow, a work of beauty. Hardly plot. Beauregard. Okay, I had to put this in here for all of you Harry Potter fans. If you don't get the joke, read the books. Now you know. Now this, I wonder if this is vandalism or just it shifted and fell. Sad. Going up on the hill here. Roll it quick. Elizabeth Quick. This is Pearl. Each one of these has their own story, huh? 1876. Now this kind of headstone is quite interesting. It's actually a zinc composite. And you don't find them in use in present day too much, but they do tend to really hold on to their detail, and it's not surprising that this one was 1879. It's actually a metal headstone. They don't gather moss, and although this one looks like it might have had a tree fall on it. knock part of the thing apart because there's a dent on the top of here. But other than that, these things, this is the first one I've seen that's been shifted and twisted like that. So my guess is a tree fell on this one at one point. Branch from up there. This tree looks like it's about ready to be taken down. It's got a caution tape on it. So I'll go stand over here. Okay. Windy day. It's a windy day. I don't think I'll stand next to that tree. Let's keep exploring on the hill and then we'll head out of here. Here's an artistic one. Richardson. And Fred Richardson died 1895. May Sutton was 1975. Let's move on to this section over here. Tried to take root here. That's interesting. Stearns. Now that is an unusual marker. Not seen one like that before. Isaac Connor, Frank Connor, died 1881. Wow, they both died the same day. Frank Connor and Moore Noyes died the same day. January 20th, 1881. I may have to look that up to find out what happened. It looks like that was some kind of tragic accident. Okay, I wanted to pause the video here for a minute and tell you the story that I found about these two men that are buried side by side in the same plot, having died on the same day. It's quite an interesting story. Let me read this article that I found on it in the True Northerner, which is a Paw Paw newspaper, published on the 22nd of July, 1881. Scarcely had our citizens begun to recover from the terrible shock occasioned by the drowning of Willie Maynard and Allie Reed before they were again startled and horrified by another sad accident resulting in instantaneous death of two most worthy and estimatable young men. Moore Noyes of Matawan and Frank Connor of this village, who at 20 minutes before 1 o'clock p.m. on Wednesday last were killed by a stroke of lightning. The two men were brothers-in-law, having married sisters. They were walking along the sidewalk, side by side, but a few rods from the residence of Mr. W.H. Mason at the time of the accident. A slight rain was falling, just beginning of a moderate shower, and they were carrying an umbrella for protection. The electric fluid struck the handle of the umbrella and tore it to pieces, and also tore holes in the hats of both of the unfortunate men. Marks of the fluid were visible on the head and shoulders of Mr. Noyes, but no marks were to be seen on the body of Mr. Connor. They sank to the ground instantly and died, apparently without a struggle. Mr. Noyes was formerly a resident of this village, well known and universally liked. Mr. Connor had been brought up from childhood in our midst and was respected by all. It is but little that a sympathizing community can do to assuage the sorrow and grief of relatives and friends in such a time as this. Nevertheless, we all mourn with those who mourn and sorrow with the sorrowful. So that is the story of what happened to these two gentlemen. Very sad and very strange. A couple of woodsman markers. Oh, look at this. Here's another dog. So here's the challenge for you when you come to this cemetery. Find the two dogs. Here's the other dog. Probably made from the same mold. I have seen dogs in cemeteries before, but I believe this may be the first time I found two of them. This one's next to Maria Rogers' grave. Gotta like people that like dogs. Now, these are Woodsmen of America, I believe is what they're called. They're a member of that organization, and they would provide markers for them. This is the Halstead family. And their markers are always significant because they look like tree stumps and wood. And you'll find them in cemeteries all over Southwest Michigan. There's several at Oak Hill Cemetery. I've come across them in Penfield and Hastings and other places. You see them all over. There's another one right up here. I found one over in Bedford Township Cemetery. Some of them don't weather very well, but these seem to be holding up quite well for their age. Here's another. They date back to the late 1800s. Like Jared on this one passed away in 1879, and Philora Warner passed away in 1890. So once again, you have the stump headstones. Another Halstead family marker over here. One last look at this here. Beautiful white granite stone. 1882. Top one here, Albert, died in 1844. That's probably the oldest one I found in here. Wow. There's something over here that caught my attention. Whenever you see these in a cemetery, it's always important to go take a look at it, because somebody in recent times has put a marker on there. So this is Reverend Darius Barker. He was the rector from 1866 to 1874 of St. Mark's Episcopal Church. And this is his marker. It looks like he passed away in 1892. So that's going to conclude today's journey through history here at Prospect Hill Cemetery in Paw Paw, Michigan. I hope you enjoyed this tour. It's a little different from my other videos, but sometimes you just got to take time to just wander around and admire these cemeteries for the history that's there. And perhaps at a later date, I'll put some video content together about this cemetery. But just today, I wanted to do a tour. So if you liked today's video, please hit the like button down there, subscribe to the channel, share the video with others, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.